Hi folks, thank you for tuning in for another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the Lucky Line Twisty keyring. This is model number 81101, and it's actually strikingly similar in appearance to a keyring that I've already shown on my channel some time ago, and that would be the model number 71101, which is called the Lucky Line Flexo Lock keyring. I've got a couple of them here, and you can kind of see the lock mechanism on them. Now I have a review on these already, and if you've seen any of my previous EDC videos, you no doubt have seen this keyring many times. The way that this keyring functions is that in order to, you've got a little ball and socket joint there. In order to open it, you kind of create a heart shape, which lets you free up the little ball from the socket joint. And then to close it, you just do it in reverse. You make sort of a heart shape, click the ball back in, and click it closed. I think this is an excellent keyring, and I think that it is extremely secure. I have never had one of these keyrings come apart. I've been using them for well over a year every day, and I've never had any problems with them. I have read online some folks have had them come open, and I'm not sure if that's because these rings are being stored down in your pocket or what could possibly cause it to happen, but it's a very strong, and to me it's a very secure system. However, Lucky Line offers another product, which is of course the Twisty version of a similar cable, and the way that this one functions is that rather than, you know, flicking down into a heart shape, you twist this one into sort of a figure eight. And let me demonstrate really quick on the one that has nothing on it, just so you can see. So you've got a little sealed system all the way around. You've just got those two steel joints that meet in the middle, and to open it you take the keyring and turn it. See how it's making a figure eight? And then at one point as you're turning it, if you pull, you can sort of feel the ends come free from one another. And so now you just have this open piece, and you slide your keyring, you know, your key items on there. And then to close it, you bring the two ends together, just as if it were about to close. Now if you just try and push them together, it won't do anything. There's a little, let me see if I can get the camera to show you this before I close it all the way, because I'm not sure if it's going to show up or not. I'll try and get it to focus there. If you look at that little piece, I'm trying to get it to contrast against my finger there. It's almost like a rounded end, and then one end is flattened, so it's sort of a D shape. And then on the opposing end, on the receiving end, there is a little notch inside that there's no way I'm going to be able to show you, but there's a small little notch of metal that piece is able to slip against. But then once you untwist it, it locks into place. And I know that I'm probably not explaining that the best way, but the point here is that this is actually a much, in my opinion, is a much more secure system than the Flexo Lock. Now I already have no problems with this. Oh, excuse me, these are both the same thing. The Flexo Lock being this one here. I think this is an excellent keyring, and I will continue to use it. But you can see these are actually different colors. I've got blue, pink, and red. But when I want to go with a red keyring, or just for the heck of it, I will switch it up to the Twisty model, the 81101, and use that one instead. And I think because you have to twist it completely in that manner to get it to open, the odds of it opening accidentally for folks who do put their keys down in their pocket is going to be far less likely with the Twisty version than the Flexo Lock. So for anyone that wants this type of cable but doesn't want to go with something that they feel is unsecure, either that threaded screw type that is so popular that I see a lot of times, or the Flexo Lock, if you want something more secure, then certainly do look into the Twisty. So obviously the positives to this is that it's pretty fast to open and close, in my opinion, and is quite secure. I mean, it's not going to come apart. You would probably really have to pull on this to actually sort of undo the crimping that's been done at the factory to get this to come free. But I think it's extremely secure for most folks and in most situations. The downside is that versus the Flexo Lock or a split ring, you might have trouble fitting as many items on your keyring before you run out of space. Now, it's obviously very similar in size to the Flexo Lock. In fact, I think they're identical. But where the issue comes in is that in order to make this figure eight motion, you must have some room. You've got to have a little bit of slack in there. So if you can imagine this keyring is filled up all the way to the edges, I can't get enough of a twist in this cable to get it open. So that would be where the problem would lie. If you have a lot of things on your keyring And if some of the EDC videos I've seen on YouTube are any indication, some of you do. So this may not be the best keyring option for you. For others, I think that this is going to be a great choice. And for anyone who has seen one of my past videos and was not fond of the Flexo lock for any number of reasons, this may be your best choice. I've read people saying that this model is difficult to open and close. I think it is if you really don't know what to expect, or if you haven't really quite gotten the system down, so to speak. But for me, I think that it's really easy. Again, you've got it completely sealed. Do a twist to a figure 8. It's going to pop open. Pull the two ends apart to restore it. Put the two ends together. You hear my cat in the background. Do another twist into a figure 8 until the two click together like you just saw there. And then just straighten it back out, and that's it. You can see it's obviously going to impart a little bit of a wonky twist in the cable, but nothing that's going to affect the strength or the way that it carries. So there you have it. Just a review there on the Lucky Line Twisty, model number 81101 keyring. I'm very happy with it. I think that it makes a nice little alternative to the Flexo lock for anyone that thought that this system was any less secure. Again, to anyone that owns one of these or is considering it, I think they're both great keyrings, but if you want something a little bit different that might give you a little bit more peace of mind, this one is definitely an option. Fairly inexpensive, about anywhere from $2 to $4 at your local locksmith. You might be able to find these at the hardware store or drugstore, I'm not sure. I purchased mine on Amazon. So look around if you're interested, check them out, and I think you'll be really happy if you decide to get one of these. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.